Fega. Star Report, Friday night. I'm your host, Star. Folks, some of you may have noticed there's a slight different YouTube header for the show here. I'm no longer in the state of Georgia. July the 4th, I got on the road, and I'm now here in New Jersey. I'm home. Can you see that right there? See what it says? Live from Stone Harbor, okay? The audio is going to sound a little bit different. I'm in a smaller room, and I had a great drive. I feel refreshed. I have been resting this week, although I've been moving some things about, and I'll be back in Georgia next month to pick up my double R, which is a classic vehicle. It had an electrical issue. I just didn't feel like waiting anymore, so I'm here. Welcome to the show that never ends. I do want to talk to you guys tonight about two topics, okay? Brother Polight, a.k.a. Michael Noak, okay? This morning, there was a hearing in Miami, Florida, and he has been accused, as you may or may not know, of sexual misconduct and other things with a 14-year-old. And whether he did or did not take a plea deal, because that seems to be the ongoing debate, the judge ordered that he surrender his passport on September the 6th, coming up, and we'll figure everything out then. Anyway, the video is in my communities section if you have not seen it. The video of the court proceeding this morning in Miami, Florida, Michael Noak, a.k.a. Brother Polight, okay? Also, guys, it's raining where I'm at right now, and I may have a power surge. Again, I've been here since July the 4th, so if the power goes out, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm just letting you know right now. Troll babies, how you guys doing? Salute, okay? I'm sipping a little Josh wine. Okay, let me get my head right. And I notified maybe two people that I'm going live tonight. Mo Fax, if you're out there, sir. I want to kick Atlanta GA's back in. I do. I've had a great time. I moved there in 2019. You know this already. It was just time to go. And I want to talk about Cop City, which is going to be a reality there. And it was one of the last reasons why I said, you know, it's time to go. But we'll talk about that later. Cop City, okay? Anyway, Brother Polight, some say he has taken a plea deal. He has said, no, I'm not accepting no deal. Okay, so it was a very quick proceeding today, as I said again. And I spoke to Gorilla Hebrew. He might check in. I spoke to King Simon. I did not get a chance to speak to Brother Garfield or Sal Neto or Captain Tazariak. If any of those guys are available to call in, please do so. Let me know, okay? But he has to surrender the passport again. So that's where we are. I'm going to say, Brother Polight, you should run, my nigga. You should run. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Troll babies, should Brother Polight run? Should he join Russell Simmons in Bali? Huh? Where there's no extradition to the U.S.? Huh? Of course, we want to see justice if that 14-year-old girl was, you know, raped. We do want to see justice, but he's declaring his innocence. I have not had time to go to his IG page as of late, but to my knowledge, the Rolls-Royce diaries continue. He's still telling people, what does he say? Talk nice to me, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so that's where we are. Now, showrunner, actress, Kiki Palmer, I think she's either 28 or 29 years of age. This was a big trending story a couple of days ago. Her boyfriend, baby daddy, they're not married. Kiki Palmer, according to multiple reports, she was in Las Vegas at one of Usher's concerts. He has a residency there, okay? And she got up on stage. Usher was serenading her. Her boyfriend didn't like her outfit. I guess he was back home with the baby, or did Kiki have the baby with her in Vegas? Either way, he commented, and people are saying, or they're dragging the hell out of him on social media, that he was body shaming her. Folks, I'm a man of a certain age. You know this. You know this. I'm very much into change. I like change. I'm not stuck in the past. You know, this is the Star Report, trending topic, stay on topic, fuck out of here with that old shit. However, if the black man can no longer regulate his woman, then we are clearly living in the times of the end of the black family structure. Whether they are married or not, whether Kiki Palmer is an entertainer or not, her husband had an issue with the way she was dressed on the stage, Usher serenading her. You know, and no shade at Usher. Usher's doing what he does. Yes? No? Doing what he does. Why can't the black man regulate? He didn't call her a bitch. He didn't say anything nasty or derogatory. From what I could see, he just didn't like her outfit. She's a new mommy. Now, on the other hand, we live in a day and time when these females, they are born into the matrix. They all grab the phone. Every time you have a conversation with them, they're recording, they're filming. Nothing is private. Nothing is sacred. It's all out in the open. Everybody claims they have receipts, yada, yada, yada. So I don't know. I honestly don't know what the best approach to this story is. And I don't like to just throw it to the audience. So let me just spit a few things out, and then you guys chime in where you like, okay? Kiki Palmer, again, her late 20s, maybe early 30s, according to Wikipedia. You know, they always lie about the age. Should he have known, because she is an entertainer, that she's vanity-driven? They all are. Even the ones that we come from. That's why they put on makeup and other things. Doesn't mean that they're bad people, but they are vanity-driven. Should he have known? Or maybe, you know, you can't control who you fall in love with. Is he himself loyal? Is he a zesty nigga? Is he a switch hitter? I don't know. To some degree, he has to blame himself. Most young guys today, let me say this. Sadly, you think that putting a baby up in a female is going to slow her down. If anything, it turns them up. They then want to go out and prove they still got it. Ooh, girl, I got to get a BBL. Child, I'm going out with my friends. We're going to, Barbados, the Bahamas. Can I get an amen? Anybody ever go through that? You put a baby up in a female and she's talking about going out with the girls. I need you to watch the baby. I've been in here 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. So I can't necessarily feel sorry for him. Should he have known? Where are they now? I don't know. Anyway, as I said, let me see if Mo Fax is tapping in. It's Friday night, late night. I want to talk about Cop City. Okay, Florida boy Jay, I see you. Yeah, that's what I said. They're not married. They're just dating. You guys hear the thunder? I'm right on the water. It's beautiful. I was born in a town called Scotch Plains, born and raised in Scotch Plains here in New Jersey, but I purchased this home, for those who give a damn, in 2004 here in Stone Harbor. And I'm going to be here for at least until Christmas, and then I'll decide what I'm doing. But anyway, never mind that. Hey, thank you for your donation. TJ, I see you, sir. He says, Kiki baby daddy was thinking about the alleged, what? Herp accusations. He wanted to make sure Shorty wasn't going to, okay, I don't know about that. I'm not going to put herpes on her. She's a good actress, although that sci-fi flick I saw was trash. Young Kobe, I got your donation. Star, Kiki wanted that her, okay, I know nothing about herpes. Again, is that official? Can someone confirm that? Is it Wemy? W-E-M-Y tube. Salute OG. Okay. Okay, you're getting at Florida Boy J, Femboy J. Okay, Florida Boy J, do you want to call in and promote? You did a show with Alpha Villains, aka AV. You want to call in and promote that? Let me know. Shoot me a text. All right. Okay, Stacy Galore, Hotlanta. Put that where right there. Okay, so we're going there tonight. Let's go there. Hang on a second. Deeds, are my phones working? Is Deeds out there? I'm not sure. Hopefully everything is okay. Okay, the phones appear to be working. This is my first time streaming from here, where I'm at now in Stone Harbor, New Jersey. So, guys, just bear with me if something is off. I did make some slight arrangements some slight adjustments. As you can see, right now it says live from Stone Harbor, okay? But some of the other showrunners still have live from Atlanta. Give me a few days to update and all that sort of jazz, all right? Okay. Now, let me just talk about Cop City for a second. Cop City, in case you don't know, and many of you should know. Okay, I got a text from Deeds. Thank you, Deeds. She says audio is fine. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Cop City is coming to Atlanta, okay? The Atlanta Public Safety Training Center, okay? A police and fire services training center under construction in the South River Forest area near Atlanta, GA, okay? This is going to be the biggest police training facility in America. $90 million is the cost, okay? 85 acres, and they're saying it is huge. All sorts of things for training, police officers, sheriffs, deputies. I'm going to be a little bit of a hater tonight. Well, I am the objective hater, but I may have to be somewhat of a, I don't want to say player hater, but I'm going to go beyond the scope of being objective because I'm concerned. If you are a parent and you have a young black male, whether he or she, be in middle school or high school, this could be a problem for you. Atlanta is the new black media mecca. No ifs, ands, or buts. But what is going to become of Cop City? And again, I want you to Google this if you have not heard of this. I was kind of surprised that I spoke to some associates of mine and a friend who lives in Atlanta metro area, and they did not know about Cop City. Okay, Friday night. Let's have a healthy discussion here. Late night, area code 626. Good evening. Are you up to speed? 626.
Yo, Star, what's going on? It's CV on the bar. It's good to hear from you.
Hey,
it's
man.
Good. I'm glad that you took my car. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you took my call. And yeah, let's get into it, dude. So
how are you, man?
First off, in the regards of Atlanta becoming a cop city, that's going to be dangerous. That's not looking good for Atlanta. I mean, I was recently up over there about like a month ago. I worked over there before over in East Point. I was just up in Dorville about a month ago. And there is an influx of Latin immigrants over there, specifically from Mexico. And over here in the West Coast in California, I'm back in my home state this week because I got a little court case and everything. But over in my home state, they are deputizing illegal immigrants.
Yes.
And I see that is going to be something that is going to also be across the entire U.S. nation. So Atlanta's going to have an issue because that black and brown pride, that ain't nothing. That means nothing.
If I can jump in for a second, we spoke about that on the Star Report months ago about illegals being deputized in the state of California. I found that to be so goddamn odd. But more so, I'm concerned about FBA, Foundational Black Americans, ADOS, people in the Atlanta metro area who are going to be more than likely targeted. A lot of those communities outside of that new training facility are 83% black. No disrespect, but I'm not even thinking about the migrants and the illegals right now. But I it's going to be a madhouse over the next decade, and that's what kind of like was the final straw for me, saying, hey, you know what, it's time to go, and I'm out of there.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. You know what I mean? Off top, you know what I mean? Jersey's gonna welcome you back, you know, with open arms. But the thing about it with that specifically in Atlanta is that yes, it's 83% Afrocentric. What happened to other areas? You see how Harlem is today. We know what happened in Oklahoma. You know what I mean? It's Atlanta's time at this moment. It's Atlanta's time. So if anything, you have some foresight going back to Jersey right now, because it's Atlanta's time.
I'm not even really concerned about myself. Listen, I left for other business reasons. I have more opportunity up north now, but I'm talking about younger people, parents who have
and that's what I'm referring to, about the opportunity.
Kids in middle school, elementary school coming up. What is their life going to be like in 10 years?
They're
This
screwed.
is a huge
They're screwed.
Police training facility. Go ahead.
Well, they're going to be screwed at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing about these cops and these entry-level jobs. You know what I mean? Where you could just go and just be a human shield. Now, over here on the West Coast, I could even say that, like, my pops from Detroit, I've known him for 5 months of my life, and for longer than I've been alive, he's been a security guard over in Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, what FBA males could expect to have for work in the future is either being a human shield, which contributes to the whole bullet bag notion that, you know, a lot of these Afrocentric women like to ride behind to get money off of MBLM, or you also have, these entry-level jobs that are going to be taken over by kiosks or other forms of autonomous AI.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Right now, currently, I have letters behind my name from having graduated from the university system in California, and all what I got is a hard hat and a little register job at a Dollar Tree a couple months ago in Florida. So, you know,
Are you still homeless? I say that respectfully. Last time you
Yes,
called...
I am.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
That's why I got the Vex Vagabond channel on YouTube, because I'm living this vagabond lifestyle.
Well, now, hang on a second. People in San Francisco are getting like an estimated $900 a month, plus $200 a month for food stamps. So some of them, I saw some videos, and they're saying life's not so bad. They just, you know.
I could speak on that. When it comes down to sanctuary cities, and I just did like a bunch of episodes on sanctuary cities because I just rolled through Nevada and Las Vegas, and Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. Okay. And these so-called sanctuary cities in the West Coast, they're only sanctuaries for people who are drug addicts. They're not sanctuaries for people who are actually trying to apply themselves and trying to level up. If you're trying to level up and you despise the free lunch, for example, I haven't had EBT in 3 years, and I haven't been on Section 8 in about a year and a half. Even leasing an apartment right now, I'm about 11 months away from not having leased an apartment because I'm so focused on stacking this U.S. tender so I could get land outside of the states and actually own something.
Are you homeless by choice?
Please.
CVR, are you homeless?
Yes, I am.
By choice?
For the past 10 months, I've been homeless by choice. But because I grew up in Los Angeles, I've been in and out of homelessness since I was 10 years old. Okay. So for 17 years, in and out.
Okay. Hey, man, before you go, any thoughts on Brother Polight? He skipped his court case this morning. There was some type of, confusion about whether he was 6 minutes away or not. I saw that little tidbit. I think that's bullshit. And his passport has been, he's been ordered to surrender his passport on September the 6th. Do you care, CVR?
You see, Brother Polight, back when I was getting into like the Black manosphere, a lot of that hotepery was around that as well too. You know what I'm saying? So I listened to like a little bit of Brother Polight, but I always found out something was fishy when I saw him rolling with the cave bitches. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, like he tripping. You know what I mean? Like this isn't what he's preaching. So then I was like, okay, there's something iffy about him skipping a court case. That's only just going to bring bench warrants.
The black man deserves variety, so we're not going to go in on cave bitches. Okay.
Okay, but yeah, skipping, he's gonna get skipping, he's going to get a bench warrant.
Okay.
And that bench warrant now is trumped up to misdemeanors. I just got off of a bench warrant that I had for 7 years, and that was a misdemeanor.
Okay.
So that's what he's looking at if he wants to extend that sentence. And for the Kiki Palmer joint,
No, you've done great, man. Thank you. You've done great, CBR. Thank you, man. Have a great night.
the Vex Vagabond.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right. Good God. I like young people that can just talk. Cop City is coming to Atlanta. Please Google that. I really want to hear your thoughts. A huge facility, all sorts of. There are projects on these, or they're building projects, pardon me, so that the police and the sheriffs and the deputies can train how to kick in your doors and successfully, apprehend you. Or is this needed? Is this what hardworking, tax-paying, law-abiding citizens need? Is there too much money coming into the Atlanta metro area now? Now that I'm out of there, I may just, really just jump out the window, okay? Area code 502, sit tight. You're my next caller. Thank you, Sharice. I got your donation. Yeah, I took a couple of days off, Sharice. I'm now in New Jersey. The drive was nice. I took my time. I went back up the Crystal Coast of North Carolina. Holy smokes. I've got my eyes on Emerald Isle. Between that and Seattle. But the drive was beautiful. And I didn't stream live. I just said, let me get there. Let me just take my time. And I'm here. And the house has been closed down. I'm out of Woodstock. I'm completely out. I'm just going back to get my double R next month or whenever it's ready, and that's that, okay? And folks, I do want to talk about Kiki Palmer and her situation with having the baby. Is her boyfriend right, or is he wrong to try and regulate? She was on stage with Usher. He's serenading her. She's an actress. Is her boyfriend a hoe-ass nigga? Should he just fall back and play his position? Area code 502, are you there? Good evening. 502. It's loud, it's loud, it's loud. You've got to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. That's right. Hang on a second. Skylar Saunders, do you want to call in, sir? Tonight's a good night. Okay, someone just sent me a text. Folks, I do not care about Easy the Block Captain and Papoose and Remy Ma anymore. I don't. Who just sent the donation? Capone 609. Okay, thank you. Star on Buckwall, back in the days. Yes, man, thank you. Salute, salute, salute. Let's go to area code 904. Is that Florida boy Jay on a Friday night? FBJ.
It is I, Florida boy Jay, on the line on a Friday night.
Good to hear
what's
from
going
you,
on,
man. Friday,
what's
man.
going on?
I'm feeling great. I'm a little exhausted from the drive. I'm getting situated. You and I spoke when? Was it yesterday? We spoke.
Today, earlier today.
Gotcha. Okay. What's cracking, man? Kiki Palmer's boyfriend. Yeah. He tried to regulate, and people are saying he's body shaming her. The fuck?
Star said it a few weeks ago. I don't know if niggas caught it.
Come on.
We might be making shirts this too. The black family is a myth. Black love is a myth. It doesn't exist. Black love does not exist in today's society because you can't check a black woman. You can't tell a black woman anything. And in this situation, I'm going to say this. Her boyfriend is a hoe-ass nigga to the max because let's keep it a buck. This wasn't Kiki Palmer at the Moneybag Yo concert. This wasn't Kiki Palmer at the Playboy Cardi or Uzi concert, with some young nigga she was twerking on. This is Usher. This is a nigga that that's the king of R&B. You should be honored that Usher serenaded your girl and made it a great night for her. Why wasn't your hoe ass out there in VIP with her, like a real nigga should. While she by herself with her homegirls gassing up, nigga, you should have been up there gassing her up. You should have been on the mic with Usher, hitting the solo, you know what I'm saying, doing your thing, gassing it up. But instead, you in the house, babysitting, tweeting, getting your bars off, and you can never win an argument, even if you're right with black women, saying that, oh, you're a mom, you shouldn't be wearing that with your ass out. No, it doesn't matter. You weren't with her, number one, and number two, even if he has a point, sir, you have to understand, your wife has this new mom bod where
They're not married, Florida Boy J. They're just together with child. They're not married. Go
right.
ahead.
Your girlfriend, even though y'all are just together, as Kiki Palmer wasn't the it girl that everybody was looking at as a sex symbol. She has now been getting new looks, new attention, and she's feeding into it. All you got to do, my nigga, is sit back and cheat in peace. Coming out here moaning and groaning on the internet isn't going to win you any brownie points at home, my guy, or on the internet. And I'll give it back to you.
Now, to some degree, I don't find him to be at fault. When you see that beautiful little life force, as a man, you change. That's a fact. I've witnessed those beautiful little eyes looking at you. And that's when I turn into the coward and say, hell no. But for those who do stick around and those who are fathers, I respect them. I salute them. I had a father who, he and my mother were together for until I was in my late teens. I respect, that union. Let me just say that. So you're saying he didn't even have the right to regulate on social media, or should he have done it behind the scenes? Maybe that's a question here.
What I'm saying is this. He didn't have any leverage with trying to regulate her on social media through Twitter.
Okay.
Even if she's cussing you out, talking crazy to you back at the house, it's your problem because we've been women have been exposing today. Whoever makes the most money calls the shots. There's a breadwinner and a bread loser. There's a new term called a bread loser, and her boyfriend is a bread loser. And if she's bringing in the money, you shut your ass up, pull your skirt down, and take care of that kid, sir. That's what the women have been saying to the men. So all that
I don't agree with. Hang on. I don't give a goddamn if she makes 5 times as much as me. I still run this. Bitch, you have to lay down and receive the dick. I don't care how much you make. And I'm never jealous. I'm never insecure. I just don't want a bunch of hoe-ass niggas in our business. I'll even carry your bags. I've said this before. I'll carry your bags through the airport. Bitch, I'll help you fix your hair. Bitch, I'll help you get dressed. But I'm a man. I do have the right to regulate. Go ahead, you were saying? Go ahead.
Star, one of your favorite things you love to say. Sounds hot. Today's modern woman, if she's bringing the bag, you could be making $78K. If she's making 81, she's telling you to shut your ass up. That is the modern woman. If you have not dated a modern star, you've been had the bag. You know what I'm saying? If you've been up and coming nigga going 50-50 or paying for this, or maybe her career's advancing past yours, that's what they do. They outgrow you. They get money. They want to date up. That's the modern woman now. If you're not a man and you don't own 100% of the resources, have your own house, your own home, and you can move her in and she can be a cog in your program, you're setting yourself up to be Kiki Palmer, bro.
Now, how about this scenario? And Mo Fax, sit tight. You're up next. Mo Fax, I see you. How about this scenario? And then I want to ask you about Brother Polight and Alpha Villain. So just hang out with me, Florida Boy J. What about this guy is a G? He's a G, gave her a baby, he's holding it down, possible hardworking man. Maybe she lied to him, as a lot of these scatal bitches do. Oh, no, I don't be out there like that. I don't want to hang with them. Lying in your face. And then they get out there and they do the exact opposite of what they told you. What about that scenario, Florida Boy J? That she's a liar, she's been capping, and he is now waking up to the type of person that she truly is. What about that?
You know what, Star? I hate to hit you with your own lines, but it's just like you said, it's nobody's business to teach you business. It's nobody's business to teach you the game. You got to assume every woman you meet is a liar until proven innocent. If she's not getting proven innocent, you're just not going to be on her because you already know she's a liar and she's going to be doing mischievous things, and you have to accept her as what she is, and that's what it is. It don't matter what she told him. You should know female nature. Every woman is probably going to tell you that.
Are you a father, Florida Boy J? I forget. Are you a father?
Yeah, some of these whole ass niggas in the
No. Florida Boy J.
Kids.
No. Do you have any
Not the biological kids.
Okay. You see, I'm man enough to say I can't have that insight to what a man or a male who has a biological child. I can't have that insight. It's different. I've seen the hardest niggas get broken by those little eyes that look up to you and by a devious, deceitful bitch. I've seen the hardest nigga get broken. And you can't always see when they're lying. But sit tight. I want to bring in Mo Facts. I want to talk to you also about Brother Play. Can you hang out, Florida Boy J?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. FBJ's on the line, but let me bring in Mo Facts. Mo Facts, how are you, man? Friday night. Thank you for tapping in, man. Mo Facts.
Hey, man, how you doing, Star? What's up, FBJ?
Yeah, he's on hold for a second.
Can I jump in on this Kiki Palmer situation?
Kiki Palmer's
because
boyfriend.
I am a father.
Come on.
Yep. I'm a father, you know what I'm saying, of 4 children by the same woman, my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. It's not even about if a woman's going to be with you or not, because a woman's mind changes like the weather. And a man shouldn't even worry about if she's going to be here tomorrow or not. But what you're not going to do is embarrass my children.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You are the portal for my seed.
Let's go.
And you ain't going to have me out here looking crazy in these streets, period. And I can tell you what happened. He saw the pictures. He texted her. And she left him on red. And that's why he took it to social media. That's my opinion. That's my perspective.
Come on.
But he felt like, you're going to embarrass me in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
I know what's going to make you look bad because you're with the feminist. She has a strong gay contingency behind her. And making her look like she's submissive was a real shot to her. And that's why he got the reaction he got, where they ran him off every platform it was.
That's what I heard.
They put the pressure on him. But at the end of the day, you're not going to embarrass my children. Mm-hmm. When we lay down and made them babies, you accepted the responsibility of being respectable and upstanding. Right. I don't care if we ain't together or not, period. Like I said, they can leave tomorrow. And a real man planning his life for that. Mm-hmm. What if she leaves? You know what I'm saying? Can I pay all the bills myself? That's why I pay 100% of the bills. Because whether you here or not, it don't change my financial situation.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
If I can jump in for a second, Mo, I appreciate what you're saying. And folks, this is Mo Facts, father of 4 by the same woman. He's married. But now, what about social media and other people now dragging Kiki Palmer's boyfriend and saying that he's quote unquote body shaming her? How is that shaming you? I have the right to regulate. We have a child together. Some of these goddamn terms kill me. Body shaming, love bombing. Oh, I want to get to love bombing shortly. If you're doing too much, now you're love bombing. What the fuck? Come on, Mo.
That's the thing. They use these terminologies to make you seem like you're the aggressor,
right?
But she was way out of pocket, and he wasn't even tripping. I understand. I mean, look, you want your girl to go out with her friends, go to the Usher concert, but you out here with your ass out. Mm-hmm. Come on, now you can't do. And that's what he said. It's the outfit for me. You know what I'm saying? That's the issue with me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be my woman, and it really, when you have a child by a woman, that's your wife. I don't care. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? Like. Okay. That y'all are tied together forever into that, like you're saying, to that child's life end or one of y'all lives end. So that's really marriage, because to be honest with you, if I was with a woman and we didn't have kids together, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You move how you move, I move how I move. But once we start bringing, like you said, when you start seeing the little eyes and you got responsibility, nah, you can't be out here embarrassing my children. It's not about me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's about my children.
Right.
And the fact, what I'm going to say one more thing about the situation. I think she got the mommy makeover. It went to her head because if you look at her picture when she was pregnant, she wasn't thick like that.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Now she thick. She getting the attention. And like I said, and you got to remember, he's Afro-Latino. You know what I'm saying? That machismo came out.
I didn't know that.
Like,
I didn't know that.
Yes.
He's
Afro-Latino, so you out here got me looking dirty in the street.
She better be careful because them Latino boys, they will grab a steak knife quick. They will grab a steak knife quick. But now, hang on a second, Mo. I heard you say something, and again, you're more knowledgeable than I am. You're a father of 4. You claim yours, and you're in a union. And how long have you and your wife been together again? I forget. A lot of years, well over a decade, yeah?
It was 23 years on the 4th or the 7th of July. We've been together, and we've been married for going on 987. You about to get me in trouble. It'd be 14 years coming up.
Okay.
But see that I vetted her for a long period of time. You see what I'm saying? Like,
of course.
Dudes be like just busting, shooting up the club. Now you gotta vet these women.
Right. I just want to. I want to say this. I want to say this. I'm too conceited to be insecure. However, I don't play that. You're going out with the friends nonsense. Bitch, I'm your friend. Bitch, I'm your only friend. There's no upgrading. There's no upgrading. Your father wasn't shit. You're saying your mother don't have the answers. I'm your friend. Your females that you work with, those coworkers or associates, we're not doing that. You hanging out with them, going to the Canary Islands and Cancun and all that shit. You know, a weekend getaway. I don't play that. Again, I'm not insecure. I just don't want the bullshit brought back to my table. What do you think about that?
I said like this: your wife should have the same kind of friends and have the same thing to lose as she has. If it's like that, if they all married, then because the women are telling each other. I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you.
Okay.
So if they all got the same thing to lose, they all eyes and ears for each other. Because as soon as they get mad at each other, the truth gonna come out.
Okay.
But if she hanging out with single friends, young friends, nah, that's a bad move because you can't move like she moves.
Yeah. I don't take trips with
us.
I don't take trips with guys. So bitch, why should you? I have no female friends. 0. There's only 3 females that I can think of that I speak to outside of business. Rugarani, White Trashaline, and Dana. That's it. And we all have working relationships. I have no female friends. So all that you going away with the girls, for what? You need a break? Well, bitch, how about we just end this? Am I crazy, Mo?
Well, I'm going to say it like this. When you with somebody for a long period of time, thinking about them cheating don't even really cross your mind.
It's not.
Because it's going to take 5 minutes to get your cheeks clapped. You know what I'm saying?
It's not cheating. It's not cheating. I just don't want.
No, I'm saying the opportunity is there. It's increased by going out.
It's not about
stuff.
any type of sexual gratification. I just don't want the bullshit brought back to me. I don't want some hoe ass motherfucker that you work with or who's on your IG page in my business. But now hold on.
I got you.
Yeah, Florida Boy J, sit tight because Mo, I do want to speak to you about Cop City. FBJ, sit tight. You're still there. You sent me a video, and as I responded to you, yes, I mentioned Cop City weeks, maybe a couple of months ago. Your thoughts, because this is coming to Atlanta. It's a reality. Your thoughts on the black media mecca, the new Black Wall Street, and now the biggest police training facility in America coming to Atlanta. Mo Facts.
And it's privately funded, Star. This is the most important part about this case, on this story.
Yeah.
It's privately funded by the Atlanta Police Foundation.
Yeah.
Which is outside the jurisdiction of the Atlanta, local government. and they put up a lot of money,
60
and they're
million.
backed by Roar. Go ahead.
60 million to be precise is what they have already come up with. The total cost is 90 million, but they've already got 60 million from corporations and, as you just said, private funding. Go ahead. It's going to happen.
Yes. So who backs the Atlanta Police Foundation is the Roark Capital.
Okay.
And they hold Cheesecake Factory, Dunkin' Donuts, Baskin Robbins, Buffalo Wild Wings, Sonic Drive-Thru, Jimmy John's. They have huge holdings in Atlanta's fast food scene and services. So they're ponying up the money behind this Atlanta Police Foundation to build this cop city, because what it's going to take is urban warfare. That's what they're preparing for, is urban warfare, because there's a new article out on Fox 5 Atlanta. It says vengeful wingnuts claim responsibility for recent attacks against Atlanta's PD, mayor says.
Yeah.
There's two contingencies in Atlanta right now. And I think Atlanta's police department is fearing they get together. One is the political left Antifa kind of crowd, and then you have the street gangs.
Yeah.
If they ever get together, that's a problem, because you have a lot of machine guns. When you put a switch in a 9mm with 30 rounds, that is a machine gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they've seen bodies drop. And the last thing I want to say is there's Operation Heat Wave going on now. I don't know if you heard about this or not. They did it last year. So basically, they're doubling the police on the street, and they're cracking down. But the only problem,
I stopped watching. I stopped watching Fox 5 in the mornings in Atlanta. It's too depressing. Between the goddamn shootings and Cop City coming, I said, this is depressing. I can't watch this anymore. But go ahead.
Yeah. So the one big change they had was with the curfew. Last year when you got caught, it was 90 days in jail and $1,000 for the parent.
Yeah.
They switched it now to the first violation, you get a written warning. The second one, you get required like a training with the child, a workshop. Why did they do that? What I think they need to do is lock the child and the parent up.
Oh.
Lock them both in the cell. If you have a hard time being with your child, I got the solution for you. Lock them both up.
Okay.
Because here's the same thing I said again. The same way I said the mother has a certain responsibility, both parents have a certain responsibility to that child. That's first, and this is why we're in the situation we're in, Star. Okay. We have a serious deficiency in parenting. These are babies dying, 12 years old, 14 years old, 16 years old, 15 years old. Just black bodies dropping. So you know what? I know where you can't get killed if you locked in the cell with your mama or your daddy or both. Lock them up. I'm dead serious.
Yeah. And we've had that discussion before. Mo, great to hear from you, man. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And any new videos on your platform, Mo Facts?
I actually got one coming up with the Kiki Palmer situation. Okay. And we're gonna talk about the sapphire and the mammy and all the stereotypes that they're playing into right now. They don't realize it, but when they attack black men or Afro Latino men like this, they're playing in the stereotypes.
Right. Mo, thank you for tapping in, man. Thank you.
All right, Star. I'll holler at you.
Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. Florida Boy Jay, are you there, sir? Can you check your phone? I sent you a text message. I'll be right back, okay, FBJ?
All right. Bet.
Okay, check your text. Okay. Folks, I am now in Stone Harbor, New Jersey. I've been off for a couple of days in case you're just now joining me. I have to take the time to switch a lot of the showrunners around. Right now, that one says live from Atlanta, but I'm actually in Stone Harbor, New Jersey. See that? And the YouTube header was changed as well. I feel great. I left Georgia on July the 4th. I did not stream live. I just wanted to, hit the road and just finally do it. I found myself procrastinating, cleaning too much, painting some of the trim, and I said, what am I doing? Just get out of here. Okay. Guys, let me go to Cash App. Thank you, Elvis the Chef Rosenberg. I got your donation. The only one I got your donation. Okay. Brother Mo, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. He says, tender dick nigga. I'd tell Kiki to twerk on Usher. Facts. Bitch, get a bag. In between movies, does he have a job for you? Sir Shy, got you donation. Star Kiki Palmer gets the big piece of chicken. Okay. Okay, thank you, Jen. Yeah, okay, so you guys were talking about Usher with the herpes. Okay, I forgot. Okay, thank you, Jen. I can't read that right now. Okay, yeah, I remember that story with Usher and the herpes. I don't know if he still has it, but thank you. Yeah, okay, that was a couple years ago. Charlie, got your donation. Star, did you ever see Copland? Yes, that was filmed in, it was about North Jersey. Absolutely. Robert De Niro and I forget who else was in there. Yes. Yes, Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, it was a good film. It's a good film. Thank you, man, for your donation. Dominic, is that my cousin Dominic? Which Dominic is this? Hold on a second. The black man deserves variety. Church, yeah. I can't see myself marrying one female. It's not that I need a bunch of different females. I just, I've already broken that down before. I'm not going to put my all into one woman. I'm not going to give one woman that much, power, thinking she's that fucking special. Anita, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Okay, you are in New Jersey as well? Okay. Well, shoot me an email. I have to see, who and what you are. Thank you for your donation, dear. Marvin, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. Okay. Marlon, yeah, I don't, no disrespect. I don't give a goddamn about Russell Simmons' daughter, whatever she's saying. Is that the one who was laying in the bed crying about her father? Fuck out of here. But thank you. I got your donation. I don't care what she thinks. I want to see Kimora Lee Simmons in handcuffs. I think that this is alleged, she knew what the fuck Russell was doing back when he was smoking PCP. I don't give a goddamn what the kids are saying, all right? But thank you for your donation. Blade says Star fears having children will make him less ruthless and less of an egoist. Yes. I've already said that, Blade. It's all about me. I'm so full of myself, there's no room for the theory of God. Can you imagine sacrificing my life for a fucking child that will more than likely grow up and at some point hate you? Oh, we've had that discussion before. Galt's Conditioning, thank you for your donation. Brian, I got your donation. FBJ is wrong. A man's guidance is her money. Okay, Florida boy Jay, you're back on the line, sir. FBJ, are you there, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. This is exactly why me and Alpha Villain had to pretty much do an emergency episode today, because there's so many of these whole ass niggas who are lost who think just because you are a man and you have a tool that you get to walk around and boss these women around. What are your tangibles? Are you bossing her around when she comes home from work in the crib she pays for? Are you using her car and you dropping her off at work? What are you building that is in place that she can't disturb no matter how much she acts out? Like we said before, if Kiki Palmer went to a Tory Lanez concert, a Chris Brown concert, Moneybagg Yo, one of these new wavy niggas, you might have a problem. Her going to see the king of R&B, Usher, a thing where if you are a celebrity woman and you go to see an Usher show, most likely he's going to come and give you some type of serenation. That's what you should want. That's the last thing you should be doing, is trying to speak out as if she violated you. She didn't. Did she get caught up a little lost in the sauce? Probably. But you got to let stuff like that slide, especially if you're not the breadwinner and you choose to be with a woman who's more successful than you in modern times. You have no leverage as a man, and you should know that. Stop trying to have a 50-50 conversation with these hoes. They're not having it. If you ain't got 100, you ain't got 100. You ain't got no foot downs, no lead ways. You ain't wearing no pants in a relationship. It's not happening.
I want to jump in here for a second. Do you also speak for Alpha Villains? Does he want to call in? AV
No, I'm not. I don't speak for anybody else, but what I'm saying is
Okay.
we were pretty
Okay,
much.
I want to respond to what you just said, sir. And I want
go ahead, go ahead.
and I want to say I disagree with everything you said. I don't have to have shit, bitch. Not you. Bitch, I got the golden scepter between my legs. That just doesn't make me the boss. I'm the boss. I'm the man with the plan. I don't have to have $3. Bitch, you can have 5 million. Bitch, it's my way or the highway. I'm made in the image of God if she's a believer and if you are a believer. Give a fuck what you got, bitch. Like the great Kevin Samuel said, you're not going to spend on me what you got anyway, bitch. Bitch, kick rocks. No, nobody's stressing whether she's grinding on Usher or wop, wop, whoop, 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 whoop. But, you got my seed, bitch. Act accordingly. Or I'll replace you, bitch. I think now I'm talking to you, Florida Boy J. I think you're giving these females too much motherfucking power. Too much credit. Yeah, bitch, you're supposed to pay for this motherfucking house. You have the ultimate man in this motherfucker. Pay for this shit and clean this motherfucker. Whilst you're at it, and then lay down and receive the dick. Bitch, I'm bow-legged and my feet stink, but I got the golden scepter between my legs. And you ain't getting this motherfucker no place else. You can take it from there, sir.
Yeah, like I said, man, I hear you. All that shit sounds wavy. It's hot. All these niggas on the line, they woo, 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 yeah, star, yeah. Knowing damn well they girl out right now shaking ass in the drug dealer's VIP section while they at home taking care of the kids right now.
As long as you don't come home empty-handed, bitch, you can get out there. You can suck 5 dicks, bitch. You can get double penetrated. But if you come in this motherfucker broke, bitch, I'm giving you a 2-piece and an uppercut.
Like I said before, I hear you, and it's not that
I live it. No, Florida Boy J.
Reality. What I'm saying is,
hang on. I live that. I live. I'm not just talking. I live that. I'm not some man with a bunch of kids talking this shit on the microphone. I live it. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, and in the life that I live, a lot of these niggas, girls that are getting hit are niggas that some of them ain't taking care of the house. Some are, but some aren't. Some of these niggas do not have leverage. Some of my homegirls who kick bum-ass niggas out the house, niggas who had a job, niggas who was paying some bills, but because they got more money, they elevated, they outgrown the nigga. They had to kick him out. He was going through maybe rough patch. He had to get booted. He's hanging out. These women, once they smell blood in the water, once they realize that you are not him, you're not him, they are going to squeeze you like a dry rag. And if you have any kids with them, they're going to rake you through the cold.
Okay, I want you to stay with me, Florida Boy J. I want you to stay with me, and I want to make sure that you and I discuss Brother Polight, because we've gone off the rails a little bit here. And folks also, phone lines are open. The PayPal information is at the top of the live chat in case you don't have Cash App. I can't get to every call, but let me just acknowledge some people. Bald Head Wisdom, I got your donation. Star Kiki trying to get shows. Could Kiki be now approaching Mammy status, question mark? Hashtag doing too much. Okay. Rob Lowe got your donation. Are you calling in Rob Lowe? He says, salute, Star. Welcome back up north. Thank you, man. Black Race is good to hear from you. He says, damn, who dropped the coke in the White House? And salute to the reporter who asked if it belonged to the Biden family. Sir, I suspect that a lot of people are on coke up in the White House. I don't think that's no new revelation. Somebody just got caught, but thank you for your donation. It's bringing area code 310. Good evening. Late night. 310, are you there? 310.
This is Lucani.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to hear from you, Lucani.
Good to hear from you too, Star.
Yes, sir. Where did we start?
Hey, Star. I mean, everything you said about the Kiki Palmer thing sounds hot, like Florida Boy just said, but nah, Star. The dude is a whole ass dude.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
At the end of the day, he is. is because I feel like as a man that's almost 40, single, been single for a while, do my own thing, I'm good. The ladies really, it's like, if they don't respect you from the beginning, if you haven't checked them from the beginning, you are in trouble. Even if you have a kid with them,
Okay.
you are in trouble, especially when you're not the breadwinner.
Okay.
You're in trouble. You got to check them from the gate, from the start. It looks to me, even though I don't think that what she did is wrong, but it seems to me she doesn't respect him, and he knows that. And that's why he went on social media.
Okay.
It looks to me like a man that's a little bit insecure because Usher is a star. And I guess the show or whatever, he's not there. She's dancing. I mean, come on. No big deal. Right? And really, if you want to check that, you check that at home. Right? But you're looking for some type of empathy or sympathy. You put that online and all that. No, man. It doesn't work like that.
Okay.
I don't think she respects him. And
Hang on a second. I'm letting you and Florida Boy J have your say, your piece. And again, not that I'm right. I'm an older man. I live a certain lifestyle. Life is great, but at the same time, you guys are younger, so I can respect, to some degree what you're saying. What do you think about the possibility that Kiki Palmer, portrayed herself to be one thing, and then when she finally dropped that low, then she got out there and she's seen Usher, she lost herself. I mean, and what about this possibility? Maybe the baby daddy, maybe he's not insecure. Maybe he doesn't want his baby's mother, grinding on a nigga who's got herpes allegedly. That bum ass nigga, that nigga got herpes. Bitch, what are you doing? You gonna bring a canker sore back to me? You goofy bitch. What about that possibility? What about that possibility?
Star, it's a strong possibility. It's a very strong possibility that she's a liar because
come on.
In my opinion, and in my experience,
come on.
For the last 10 years, I've dated only what you would call black women from Africa, Caribbean, and America. Late Generation X, all the way to Generation Y, you have to assume they're lying for at least the first 18 months. You have to assume they're lying with most of what they're saying. You have to assume that they're not going to be consistent. And you need to test them, right? And
I'm listening.
If he did his due diligence,
I'm listening.
If he did his due diligence, and he's finding out that now she's a different person or she's not consistent in her character, he needs to take that on the chin. Because first of all, it seems to me, in my opinion, he's too young to be having kids right now. This is 2023. You don't have kids right now. Right? So, and he didn't even buy her a ring. They're not married. Women nowadays, they're cool. When they're young, they're cool with everything you want. You want to have a baby? Cool, we'll have a baby. You want to move in together? Cool, we're moving together. But it doesn't mean that they respect you.
Okay.
Or that they even like you.
I've heard you out, and can I ask you a question, Lucchini? I've been patient. I'll let you speak. You have already said, sir, that your family back in the Congo would prefer you to bring home a white female as opposed to an FBA or an ADOS. You've admitted that, yes?
Indeed.
Yeah, okay.
I have.
I'm not trying to play you. I'm not trying to clown you.
Yeah.
But now you've already said that all of these women, did you say lie? Did you use the term lie?
They lie, Star. They lie a lot.
Okay.
They do. You said it, Star. You said it.
Sometimes people can withhold the truth, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're lying.
Okay. I hear you. Star.
Again,
but I know the difference. I know that.
And I say this with all due respect to you guys and you people that have biological children. I like the life that I live. I don't need a child to complete me. I date women with children. I like dating women who have children because they are more sensible, rational, and grounded. And it's not that they stay in the house and that they can't, go out and have fun, but they're thinking about nurturing that little life force, so they're more in tune with reality. All right, so I just wanted to ask you if you think that all of them lie. But go ahead and finish up. You were saying, go ahead.
Yes, I think all of them lie. You have to assume that, and you have to test them. You do have to challenge it. It's part of the job, in my opinion. Now, stop.
Florida Boy Jay, do you want to jump in? Luke Caney's on the line. FBJ, chime in there.
Yeah. I want to jump in and salute to what Luke Caney is saying about the fact that when it is with this dating world, and why me and Luke Caney staying in one place, staying in the other, because just like science, just like business, the game always evolves. There's certain things like ethics, codes, there's certain things that are always going to stay the same, but the nuances of the game are forever changing. And what me and Luke Caney are saying is today's modern woman of 35 and under, they have a warped mindset of patriarchy and double standards, and they're not waiting around for you to get your stuff together. They're not waiting around to carry the load like they were 15, 20 years ago until you get your act right. You got about 90 days to get it together, or it's a wrap for you. If you come in and she got more paper than you, you are coming in as a subservient role, and she's going to dominate you mentally and emasculate you. That's today's modern woman.
She's going to try.
So all that coming in, playing 2K, not washing your socks for 3 days, she's coming in and you tell her to cook.
Right.
Please get your bum ass out of there.
Okay.
That's today's modern black woman.
Okay.
Or modern woman, period.
All right. Luke Caney, anything else you want to say or mention before you go? I'm going to go back to Florida Boy Jay because he and I have to talk about Brother Polight. Luke Caney.
Yes, sir. First, before I finish, I want to say F Brother Polight. Now, Thor, I heard you, and I appreciate you a lot. You're like one of the uncles to me. But I'm going to say this before I go.
Go ahead.
When was the last time you didn't have nothing and the women you dated knew you had nothing? In the 80s.
No.
All right.
No. I'm answering your question.
Wow. You've been rich for what?
Hang on, Luke Caney. I'm answering your question. You said, when was the last time I had nothing and I what with females? What?
No, when was the last time you had nothing, meaning you were broke, and the women you were dating also knew you were broke?
I tell every bitch I'm broke.
But they know you're not.
It doesn't matter. I tell them bitch, I'm broke. I got nothing for you, bitch. I'm broke.
I hear you, but
bitch, I'm a man of influence. I'm famous, and bitch, I'm not taking you to fucking Mr. Chow's. I'm not taking you on a shopping spree on Madison Avenue. Bitch, I'm not putting you in red bottoms. Bitch, I am not flying you down to the Bahamas. Bitch, we are not going to look for a fucking a mink to put on your back. I tell bitches that now.
Yes. And you can, because you have earned the right to say that.
Yes.
You are above average, Star.
Yes.
All right.
I'm fully functional, bitch. I'll put this fat wide dick in you, and that's it.
I know, but
I'm the ultimate man. You can get with me.
King.
You can get with this. You can get with that. You can get with this. You can get with that. So go ahead.
I'm saying this last word. The average nigga out here that's making less than $300, regardless of the state, hasn't earned the right to even tell a bitch that, because he's gonna look like a clown. The competition is too stiff out here. It is what it is, Star. I'm out.
Thank you, man. Good to hear from you. Florida Boy Jay, sit tight. Folks, you have to say who you are when you text me. I don't know who are you? Who is this? Who are you? Just don't text my goddamn phone number like I'm supposed to know who you are. Florida Boy Jay, sit tight. Gorilla Zoe got your donation. He says FBJ is getting Adam 22 in his relationship. Pay attention. Hashtag Florida Cuck J. Big Eye Key tapping, and he says, holy shit, okay, a couple donations. Hold on, everybody. I got to go back. Bussy Nation, let's go to him first. Bussy Nation says, Star, I identify as a pervert. Please leave my Atlanta bussy men alone, okay? Dark-skinned nigga in Crocs. Kiki Palmer should have known her character when he laid down with her, okay? Niggas ignore all the red flags because she bad. Deal with the consequences, okay? The check-in report, good to hear from you, sir. Not to go far back, Star, but if this was the 1950s, it wouldn't be tweets. It would have been a phone call and a right hook through the door for Kiki. Yeah, 60s and the 70s, especially the 70s. Thank you for your donation. FBJ Closet. I hope FBJ talks about the dress he borrowed from Kiki. His cheeks will be outside. Okay? Big Eye Key says, let's pray. Lord, please pray for the soul of this bitch and guide my pimp hand and make it strong. Lord, so that she might learn a hoe's place. Amen. Then he says, you seen the prayer I sent, and that would have been the prayer I said as soon as she comes in the house. Females ain't getting tune-ups now. And it shows, okay? Team Amy. Oh, my daughter, somebody riding with my daughter. Star, did you say you were buying me a house in North Carolina? Fuck no. And then Big Eye Key says, I think Cop City is going to be a flop, just like it was in New York City. They had to fire tons of cops because they couldn't fund them and the pandemic. Thank you, Big Eye Key, but it's already been funded down in Atlanta, and it's crazy. Florida Boy Jay, before you go, sir, Brother Polight, you're in Florida, and his case is in Miami, Florida. He was a no-show at court today. September the 6th, he has been ordered to turn in his passport. Your thoughts, Florida Boy Jay, before you go?
Yeah, my thoughts is he's probably on the way to get up out of here if he's smart. I mean, come on now. You got to turn in your passport.
Okay.
Your lawyer already, walked in there for you. So they already had to have some type of conversation. The charges aren't looking good. Like, what else do you need to do? It's no more YouTube, no more Instagram videos, no more talking nice to niggas. You need to be talking nice to niggas who can smuggle you up out of here. Get you to Cuba or, get you on a plane and get you up out of here. Because at the end of the day, you don't have enough money to fight the state of Florida, especially on these type of charges. And these aren't the type of things you want to be going to jail for. It doesn't matter. This is new day and age, all that. No, they still violate niggas who get convicted on charges like this. So for Brother Polight, he definitely needs to make sure he gets in a place where they can't reach him. And before I hang up,
yes, sir.
Me, Alpha Villain, Perspective and Facts podcast, we did a morning episode. We were talking about the Kiki Palmer situation. We're talking about the importance of men having their own situation, having their own, home, car, career on track when you are dating. The purpose over, ass mentality. You know what I'm saying? Why you got to pursue your work and what you need to, what's important to you over women.
Okay.
And why do women prefer to be lied to? Things like that. So go to my channel, Florida Boy J, Alpha Villain. We did a collab episode. We're going to keep working and start. Have a great night.
I'm going to post that tomorrow morning around 8 a.m. in my community section to drive traffic to you guys. And Alpha Villains, if you're out there, sir, and you want to call in, just shoot me a text. Florida Boy Jay, good to hear from you, man. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Salute. Okay, we got ourselves a show tonight, folks. If you're just now joining me, I'm back in New Jersey. July the 4th, I got on the highway early, and I'm here. I had a great drive. I drove up the North Carolina Crystal Coast. Beautiful. And I've been here for a couple of days. I'll keep you posted, okay? I've noticed that it rains here pretty often. It's been like the first night it was storming and the power surged. The power went out a few times, but it doesn't go out like it does in Woodstock, GA. So, I think I'm going to be streaming more so in the in the early afternoon, because at night is when, so far it seems to be, raining here, okay? Brooklyn Crook, I got your donation. He says, he or she says, atop of the grind, salute, hashtag star report, hashtag prototype. Thank you for your donation. Black Grace has got your donation. The guy might be lining Kiki up for child support. He might be loading up ammunition to call her a bad mother later on. That's a good perspective, okay? It's a good perspective. Anybody else want to chime in? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. You know what? In my community section, pardon me, I really need you guys to do me a favor. I'm asking for a favor. I have a post from WBH Radio, okay? Let me go there right now. The host, I'm not familiar with him, but he interviewed Allen Houston, formerly of the New York Knicks. Can I ask you guys to go to his channel and leave a comment? Okay, there it is. Allen Houston Talks Knicks 1999 Finals. Okay, at WBH Radio. I remember the huge deal that guy got with the New York Knicks. Now, I've never met Allen Houston. I used to hate on him. Oh, my God, when I was doing radio in New York City, And then I remember he got injured for a period. He couldn't play. Hang on a second. Let me just go there. Okay. I need comments on that YouTube channel, WBH Radio. If you are a New York Knicks fan, do me that favor, please, okay? Brother Play, man. Okay. Will Mega got your donation. Thank you, sir, from Will Mega TV on YouTube. Much respect, star. Will Mega, do you want to call in, sir? I got your donation. You are appreciated, okay? Gorilla Hebrew, good to talk to you, sir. Thank you for tapping in. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, big nigga? Salute.
Hey, man, listen now. You know I'm a man of a certain age. You always have to say this is so-and-so when you text me.
Yeah, I knew better. I said, man, I know you got that thing where you don't remember what you had for breakfast.
Right. Now, listen, I want people to go to your platform, Gorilla Hebrew, on YouTube. You're one of my sponsors from time to time. You text me early. You were the first one with respect to Brother Polight, a.k.a. Michael Noak, in Miami, Florida. Tell us what happened, because you had people there. You had boots on the ground. Please.
Yeah, I had boots on the ground, a couple members of my organization, as well as some other Israelites, and they ran into Tony the Closer, actually. We're all there present at court today, in the courtroom. Watch them call Michael Noak, watch him not be there. What they said, his actual attorney approached them and asked if they potentially were Brother Polight's family, because they were looking for him. He kind of frantically went out of the courtroom trying to call him, get a hold of him. Of course, he never showed up in court. And, they asked for a sidebar with the judge, the state attorney, the prosecution, his defense attorney, and the judge. They had a sidebar. When the sidebar was finished, of course, they ruled for a 60-day continuance. And apparently he is scheduled to, he has not yet, but he is scheduled to enter into plea September the 6th. And they said he has to turn in his passport as well.
So now, Brother Polight has gone on record and said that he is not accepting a plea deal. So to be as technical and as precise as possible, do you know what his plea is going to be? Has he pleaded not guilty yet, no contest, or is he going to make a different plea with respect to the plea agreement that was offered to him?
I have no knowledge presently on any of the particulars of the plea agreement. I know, typically arraignment, you plead not guilty and you kind of proceed. So I'm sure he's in a not guilty plea currently. What that agreement is, I mean, we can only speculate since he hasn't entered into it. Again, he was supposed to enter into it today. He was not present, so again, they pushed it back. So we're going to have to see. We can only speculate as to what it is. I'm sure, what we're speculating is something similar to Charlemagne, this lesser charge thing.
Charlemagne the God, a.k.a. Leonard McKelvey, who's dealing with a lawsuit right now. I would like to speculate. I think that Brother Polight is he's on the run. I think he's on the run. I have no proof.
I mean, that's what we thought was going to happen. I felt like, man, he gonna run.
Well,
he is going to run.
Hang on. I have no proof, but you see, for those of us from the New York tri-state area, I'm from New Jersey, born and raised, but New York as well. Brother Polight speaks multiple languages. It would be nothing for him to go to another country and to set up shop the way many, and I use the word loosely, cult leaders have done. I think I think that's why he skipped the hearing today. And there was something about somebody was 6 minutes away. Were they talking about Brother Polight or somebody else? The judge.
I believe they were trying to. I think his attorney was trying to say, "Oh, Judge, it's just 6 minutes. If you want to wait." I think that was a start. He never showed up again. The brothers who I had there, they were out front of the courthouse for at least an additional 30 minutes. The guy never was there. He never showed up. And like you said, he's a New York. He's a Brooklyn nigga. We know about Brooklyn, and he's Panamanian, which people may not know. He's a Panamanian nigga from Brooklyn. So he's got connections out of the country. Yeah. And like you said, he speaks multiple languages, and he's from Brooklyn. So, I mean, it tells you a lot, right?
Brother Polight speaks multiple languages. Last I checked, he can write in a couple of different languages. He's not going to deal with this on September the 6th. I have no proof. I have no proof, but I think he may, join Russell Simmons in Bali or someplace. Any thoughts on that, or am I just pulling this out of the sky?
I mean, if I were him, I would that's what I would be considering. Because it's not looking good again with just the evidence that we do know about. It's not looking good. So I think running would be his best option, especially because even entering into a plea, that's why he's of course been maintaining he has not entered, which of course at this point he has not entered into a plea officially. Okay. Why he's maintaining that he's not going to, because admitting to guilt on anything here is, it's virtual suicide. You can't do that. So running, I think, really is his best option.
Brother Polight could run and say that it was a conspiracy, a setup. I had to leave the states,
exactly. The white man. They trying to bring their brother down.
The government. He could say the government. Now, Brother Polight,
there you go.
He knows how to get money. No ifs, ands, or buts. If I were him, can I also just, pull something out of the sky here? If I were him, I would go to Singapore. Do you know the extradition laws? So let me check whilst we're talking here. Extradition. Anybody know the extradition laws to the U.S.? I would go to Singapore.
So, I don't know about any treaty that the United States has with Singapore in regards to extradition.
Jen, are you out there? Do you know the extradition laws? To U.S. Tell us what's going on your channel whilst I'm doing a little research here, please.
Definitely. So we had a live tonight where we delve in deep. I actually interview the brother who was in the courtroom at the courthouse today. We show a little footage that was shot there. We're gonna drop the full detailed video that was shot at the courthouse today, tomorrow night. So that's all going to be on the Sicarii YouTube. That's Sicarii. We also have interviews with two different victims of alleged scams of Polight who give their testimony, as well as provide a little evidence in regards to some stuff that they got, some schemes they got caught up in with Brother Polight. So very interesting stuff. Again, we did a live tonight, and then we'll have a video airing tomorrow shot from the courthouse.
I'm reading up on the extradition treaty between the United States and Singapore. It's an old-style list treaty that enumerates the specific offenses for which the parties have agreed to extradite. The majority deficiency with the treaty is that the list of offensive is woefully out of date and does not cover money laundering, to name a few. I would go to Singapore. I've never been there. I hear it's fucking beautiful, and the taxes are like so goddamn low. Singapore, Gorilla Hebrew, any knowledge?
Yeah, and they've been I believe they've been rated the most happy country in the world at least once or twice too in the last 10 to 15 years as well. So that might be a nice place to check out.
Yeah. Well, hey man, I appreciate you. Any thoughts on Kiki Palmer, her boyfriend regulating, and he's being accused of body shaming? It's huge in the black community. This particular story. Gorilla Hebrew.
Yeah. I mean, as if you really being a man, you're a woman's man. I believe you definitely have a say so in how she dresses and presents herself in public. I'm a firm believer in that. If he was cool with it, then it is what it is. But if he objects to it, then I side with him on his objection because that's his woman.
Yeah. It's a younger generation, so I mean, what worked for me, I'm sure doesn't work for them. But I think most of these women today, females, are born into the matrix, and everything with them is on display. Wearing something is all for the gram, TikTok and these other platforms. And if you say anything to them, you're toxic. You're shaming them. Have you ever heard of this thing called love bombing? Well, what is that about? Love bombing.
Yeah, love bombing.
I just learned about this term. Let me Google this. What is love bombing, Gorilla Hebrew?
Apparently, it's about just showering people with admiration, no matter what, even if they look crazy, no matter what it is.
Jesus.
You just shower them with love and admiration, compliments, no matter what.
Love bombing, according to Wikipedia, is a form of psychological and emotional abuse that involves a person going above and beyond for you in an effort to manipulate you into a relationship with them. What? It looks... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I gave a girl flowers one time. 5 days in a row. Flowers. I was the man. Everybody, Troy, you gave her flowers. That would be considered love bombing by today's standards. She could have had me arrested if this were a thing back then. Anyway, hey man,
it's crazy.
Good to hear from you. Yeah, Gorilla Hebrew. Hey man, send me a link to whatever you need posted in my community section. Your latest video. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in.
Most definitely appreciate you.
Salute. Love bombing is a form of, let me read this again, psychological and emotional abuse that involves a person going above and beyond for you in an effort to manipulate them. Whoa. I gave a really pretty dark-skinned girl flowers 5 days in a row. Not a white girl. We had some good conversations. I thought she was really nice. We never smashed. We connected here in Atlanta. What year was that? Jesus Christ, that was like... can you send this via email? Was that 2000 and... I gave her those flowers in the mid 2000s, maybe 2005, somewhere like that. But we connected again here in Atlanta. I think that was maybe 2017. That's called love bombing now? I wasn't simping. She was really cool, and we had a common interest. That was some bullshit. To me, that was bullshit. Player shit, Oh my God. The females were so jealous. Flowers again? Oh God. And to some degree, I did it to piss off the other females at her job. That was some pimp shit. Guys, let me go to Cash App. I thank you for supporting the machine. And let me just put something on the screen here. Here's one of my sponsors. Please check them out. Okay. Hey, Deeds. Tupac. Okay, yes. Thank you, Deeds. Tupac's stepfather passed away. R.I.P. Okay. Luke Haney got you donation. I spoke with him. Terrence got you donation. Perhaps he didn't want Usher's DL on Kiki. That's what I said earlier. Yeah. The real Rico Mercado. Never forget Rory saw Britney's little post-op coochie. Speaking of Britney Spears, folks, somebody smacked fire out of Britney Spears, didn't they? Guys, who smacked fire out of Britney Spears? And, I would never say she deserved that, but she looks crazy still, Those goofy-ass white boots. I saw the video. She's walking in some boots, and she's got that wide-ass goddamn hip area, and she went to touch the guy. Why couldn't she just say, excuse me, it's me, it's Britney, bitch. Why couldn't she just say, excuse me, why did she have to go like that? Give me more. Huh? Pow! Troy got your donation. Brother No Light will be the new booty warrior. Hey, Ruger Ronnie, I got your donation. Ronnie, did you send the wrong amount? Ronnie, is that the wrong amount? Ronnie, you better text me and say whether that's the right amount or not. Did you mean to send $2 or $22? Ronnie says, I wonder if super chats can be considered love bombing. Blink twice if you feel manipulated or abused. No. But did you send the right amount? Okay. Thank you, Ronnie. Ronnie and I talk quite often, okay? Troy, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Gangster of Love. Star, you have a daughter named Amy. You forgot? ? No, I didn't forget. She runs the goddamn YouTube channel. She gives people strikes. If people think I'm giving out the strikes, she gives out strikes and then she charges people to remove the strikes. And I got to deal with her mother next week. Give me a second. I got to respond to a legal letter. It's not a lawsuit. It's a legal letter. But yes, I've got a couple of biological kids. Gangs of Love. I've never said I'm denying kids. I just don't claim them, because they might try and sue me. What do you call that, guys? Retroactive child support. Newt 8282 says FBJ minus F is shitting out condoms tonight. Okay, that was crazy. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, no, that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Guys, I'm going to take one more call and then take a break. It's my first night streaming from Stone Harbor, New Jersey. Got a little wine. I'm going to get some ice for my wine. Area code 718, are you there? Good evening.
What's good? Boom.
Sounds like Desmond Fox.
What's up?
Hey, man, I was going to reach out to you
today. What's going on, man?
Did we lose somebody in the drill rap community, Desmond Fox?
Unfortunately, we did. A young teenager, only 18 years old, a drill rapper by the name of M. EBK.
EBK.
He was EBK, sorry. He was shot in the leg and he died. This is part of a lot of shootings, a part of, I think, 10 to 11 shootings over the 4th of July day, across from the Bronx, Brooklyn, and unfortunately, RIP to another young man from drill and part of
he was from the Bronx. I don't blame the I don't blame the music. The music is the vehicle that young people, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, that they're using. They're using the music as the vehicle, but they have issues. Condolences to his family. I liked his music. We play his music on shot97.com. You're one of the music directors. For those who don't know, this is Desmond Fox. He helps me with shot97.com. Go ahead. You were saying?
Yeah, it's tragic, and it's part of a long list of young teenagers, and RIP and condolences to his family. But I wanted to call in and talk about I don't know if the ghost bombing. This is my first time hearing that term. You just now saying it.
Love bombing.
I wanted to elaborate on that. Love bombing. Like I had a situation like that a few years ago in my work field at that particular time, where I sent a young lady that I used to flirt with flowers, thinking I'm being romantic and everything, and it just got. I don't even know really what happened exactly because I don't know the particulars, but it got to the. It's like how someone tried to file sexual harassment on behalf of someone else, that didn't even have anything to do with it, and I'm like, hold on, what? Like, and then the person had this. I don't even. Just females talking too much because I'm like, hold on, how did everyone find out? Like, and then it's just so. It was just they tried to get me for my job, like, and it was a white lady, of course. Like. And she was mad that the same girl pretty much, like, because she the one that almost got me into it, so she got me out of it.
Jesus.
And then I'm having her friends stop me while I'm like in the office telling me how much she likes me and she's like has a crush on me and her boyfriend's pulling up me, mugging me like he want to kill me. Like, I'm like. Yeah, it was a lot of
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, I heard about this term a couple of months ago, but I just started paying attention to it maybe last week. I saw some goddamn Instagram thread, and some girl was talking about, he was love bombing me. I said, love bombing? What the? And then it kind of just snapped. But go ahead, you were saying?
Yeah, it's wild. It's like the connection between and the whole gender war thing is like it's like you can't even really display any sort of interest in a woman anymore. It's like it's bad enough like with the Me Too thing, you can't even really even like that. So it's like you damn got to be like a robot like damn there now with the interactions. Like what do you do or say? Like it's not creepish. It's not weird. It's not labeled toxic. It's not labeled. You can't do nothing really. For real. Like, what can you like?
Crazy.
Oh, and Britney Spears got hit by security of Victor Ibiyambe.
No. Britney Spears got fire smacked out of her. Pow. Fuck is he doing, bitch?
Yeah, by his security.
Now, who's the basketball player? I don't know him. What is his name? Who does he play with?
He just got drafted by the Sacramento, not Sacramento, the Spurs, San Antonio Spurs. Victor Ibiyambe.
Are you sure?
7'5".
Are you sure?
Victor Ibiyambe.
Okay.
It was his security, yeah, and like I said, he's the number one. They just sold out the his first game. It already sold out. Like he's like bigger than he's a bigger prospect than even LeBron James. Like he's like.
You see, here we are talking about females and males, and Florida Boy Jay talking about the female if she's got more money. This guy is young and on the come up, and you got this old this old, white woman, trying to touch him. She's wealthy, she's loaded. I think she either had or still has a residency in Vegas, and she's trying to touch that young magic stick, and she gets smacked in her shit. Pow!
He's 7'5", and he's athletic. Like he could shoot the three. Like I don't know.
It doesn't matter. He's broke in comparison to her. He's broke.
For now, yeah, of course.
For now. Yeah.
Yeah, for now. He's about to get that contract and all of them endorsements, and he's gonna be, like I say, he's the number one prospect since even over LeBron James. Like when you see the clips, you're gonna be like, all right, he's like unlike anything you ever seen.
Gotcha,
He's 7'5" and moves.
Desmond, before you go, man, brother Polight, I'm saying he's on the run. I don't think he's going to show up on September the 6th. His court hearing was today in Miami, Florida. He was a no-show, and they want his passport on September the 6th. Any thoughts before you go, Desmond Fox?
Run, nigga, run.
Okay. Good to hear from you, Desmond. Have a good night.
One.
Thank you.
One.
Yes, sir. Okay. Desmond Fox tapping in. Boss Hog back in the building. It's Friday night, late night, okay? Storm Report, streaming live from Stone Harbor, New Jersey. I made the drive on July the 4th. I had a great time in Georgia. Mammy at Ingalls. She used to watch me, and if I forgot to wear my latex gloves, she would say, "No gloves today." And I said, "Oh, hey, what's it?" Oh. Can I just round before a second, guys? We'll get back to the show. Sit tight. I had a mental telepathy session with Shaka Zulu, the black cat. You guys remember Shaka Zulu? I swear to you, before I left, maybe like, it's been well over a week and a half since I last seen him. He used to sit on a log out in the goddamn woods and just stare at me. I could be up on the second floor, my bedroom, just looking out into the goddamn woods, and he was literally just staring at me, as he has done from time to time. And I swear to you, he was communicating with me. Anybody ever have this may sound crazy, let me Google this just to be sure, mental telepathy session with somebody or something? I want to tell you what I think he said to me. Okay, mental telepathy, ancient Greek, feeling, perception, passion, affliction, experience, transmission of information from one person's mind to another without using any known human sensory channels or physical interaction. I could swear to you that this nigga, the black cat, Shaka Zulu, who first popped up around 2020, Woodstock GA, I could swear he looked at me and said, "It's about time you got your hoe ass up out of here. Feeding these bitches snacks. I keep these bitches hungry and on E." Does that sound crazy? The black cat, Shaka Zulu, he just looked at me as if to say, "Yeah, it's about time you got the fuck up out of here." Because I would put down, snacks and shit for the other cats. Cardi B, Marty, and Mariah from time to time. Not every day, maybe like twice a week. And he just looked at me to say, "Yeah, it's about time you got your gang goofy ass up out of here. Fuck out of here. feeding these bitches. Talking about the other cats. Guys, on the screen, one of my sponsors, www.gocreditwiz.com, okay? I say again, www.gocreditwiz.com. Let's take some phone calls. I feel like talking. Hey, good evening. Are you there? 404. Please turn that down in the background. Yes, no, maybe? Give me a second. There's a delay. Are you ready?
Are you there? 404. Please turn that down in the background. Yes, no, maybe?
Okay, doing too much. Gotta go. Big Aki says via PayPal donation. If they want to fix crime, they need to fix the economy so everybody's eating. Cop City is only going to last for so long before people not care again, okay? Okay. Sugar Ray Bussy sends in a donation. I'm a real man. I have the dick. Okay, you take something from women, okay? How can the bitch be in charge? Shut up. I run this, and I'm stronger than you. Know your place. Well, I mean, stronger how? Mentally or physically? You don't have to be stronger physically to be, the quote-unquote boss. But I got your meaning, if I understand you correctly. Gorilla Zoe, I got your donation. NEI, Nee says, Boss Hog, you're grooving tonight, and I'm here for it. Question. Okay, you're talking about Amy's mother, and I'm not going to address her too much here because I have to respond to a legal letter. It's not a lawsuit. It's not a cease and desist, but I am going to respond Monday or Tuesday. Anybody out there ever deal with Pennsylvania white girls? They're different. Pennsylvania Dutch, to be precise. Not to be confused with Sicilian trash or, Polish women. I'll keep you posted, but thank you for your donation. That's all I can say right now, okay? Okay. Dark-skinned nigga. FBJ and that fly-eating African sound like they're afraid of women. LOL. No man should allow a woman to disrespect them. You should leave at that point. Okay, well, listen, I let them both speak. They had their say, okay? And then Big Eye Key says, they always said, don't give a bitch nothing but hard dick and bubble gum and uppercuts, okay? And you might not get gum. You niggas about to be charged on simping. I don't believe in physically, putting hands on women. I'm a verbal guy, Most of my girlfriends, I stress them. You've heard me say that before, Okay, let me delete that number. My person's got some type of delay going on. Guys, is everything okay? The audio, the video, because this is my first time streaming from Stone Harbor, and I've got some type of error notification. Deeds, are you out there? Are we still okay? It says error. YouTube is not receiving enough video. I hope that's not going to be an issue here. Sheesh. Okay, I got a text from Ronnie. Thank you, Ronnie. Okay. Okay, let me go to PayPal. A blade tapping in. All that I'll regulate a bitch talk sounds hot. But when you talking that shit to Gangsta Boo, absolutely. Yeah, and that's why she threatened my life. And folks, not Gangsta Boo who passed away. Some people have gotten that confused. I was not dating Gangsta Boo who passed away. I met a younger female in the Atlanta metro area, a go-getter, and I was calling her Gangsta Boo. She was not like a street chick. She was actually a young businesswoman, in her early 30s. Online business, so that was just a nickname. Yeah. Okay, let me go to Cash App. Lex Diamonds, got your donation. Thank you for tapping in, sir. Yo, fam, you good? Welcome back to the Tri-State. Okay, thank you. Elvis the Chef Rosenberg, got your donation. How do I say your name? Is it E-F-A-Y-T-H-E? E-Faith? Did I say that right? Thank you for your donation, darling. Speak your ish always. Thank you. I hope I pronounced your name right, okay? You are appreciated. Okay, here's Janet with the information. Examples of extradition offenses in Singapore include murder, culpable homicide not amounting to murder, assault, associating actual bodily harm, rape, kidnapping, bribery, stealing, embezzlement, burglary, and rob. Okay, so maybe Singapore is not the place for brother Polight. Maybe he should try Bali like Russell Simmons. Thank you, Janet. Okay. Non-extradition countries. Okay, Deeds, I got your your email, okay? Okay, yes, I saw the video of Britney getting fire slapped out of her. I'm not going to say she deserved it, but she just, that was weird, just trying to grab that guy. Why can't she just say, hey, excuse me? Has the bodyguard been charged? Okay, now hang on, guys. Okay, someone's asking me for a lawyer. I don't have a lawyer in the DMV for traffic stops. What are we talking about, sir? I don't have a lawyer for that, man. Traffic stops? Anybody from the DMV, a traffic lawyer specialist? Okay, Florida Boy J, one thing is certain and one thing is true. I'm a mother. What? I'm a mother. Okay, this is what Kiki Palmer said. Thank you, Florida Boy J. I'm a mother, and Stevie to the bullshit shirts available now. I don't understand that. To all my moms out here, okay, this is Kiki Palmer from Twitter. How did your baby change you? ? Mine empowered me on such another level. Oh, okay, so she's talking crazy now. You see, I was right. Not that I want to be, act like I'm right all the time. She pushed out that load and then bossed up. You see, give me a second. I got to be objective here. Got to be objective. Never mind, Star. This life that I live is not for everybody. All this peace and tranquility, all these options and different choices. Being able to come and go as I please, wake up whenever the fuck I want. Never mind, Star. From what I can see, Kiki Palmer, according to Today on Twitter, has bossed up on Twitter. Florida Boy J just sent me this to all my moms out here. How did your baby change you? ? Mine empowered me on such another level. You see? Nigga, I had this baby and you ain't going nowhere. Break yourself, nigga. Get to talking reckless. I'll do you dirty. And not even, threatening child support. Ooh, there's Kiki. She got on the wig, the lipstick, got the baby on the lap. Empowered me on such another level. My perspective changed because when my baby is good, I'm great. Look at that face. Gratitude galore. Oh, talking to that nigga. You see? That's where I don't want to be. Trapped like a rat. 516, good evening. 516, are you there?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Boss Hog.
What's up, man? Stop all that noise in the background. Come on, what's cracking? Good evening.
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you. 516, are you there?
What? Oh, my fault, my guy. Yes, it's me. It's Honcho. It's Lansky.
Lansky,
we
come
talking,
on, man.
How you doing, stuff?
You talking to people in the background. Get
My
focused,
fault.
man. What's cracking, man?
I'm focused, man. What's cracking? What's cracking with you?
Friday night, man. I'm in Jersey, my nigga. Life is great. Who do you want to start?
Yeah, I don't like what the women are doing with this. Have you spoke? I'm just tuning in, so I don't want to act like I was listening. Like I just tuning in. Have we spoke on Kiki Palmer yet or no? Hello?
Lansky, are you up to speed on the topics? You know.
I don't know. I'm just calling, man.
Lansky. You know, when you call the Star Report, you have to be up to speed on the topics. Trending news. Did you see what's going on with Kiki Palmer?
Yes, I can't believe it.
Okay.
Can't believe what's going on with
I'm 59, Lansky. How old are you again? I forget. How old are you?
34.
Okay. A 59-year-old should not...
Did I just give my...
Hang on. A 59-year-old should not be up on... You can call me 75, 200. I don't care. A 59-year-old should not be...
I know everything is going...
Should not be more in tune with the story than a younger person. Kiki Palmer... out in Vegas, dipping it low up on the stage. She got the thong going. Her boyfriend is sending out tweets. Where do you want to go? Come on, Lansky.
This is message for all the brothers and binary people out there. Never trust anyone. Kiki Palmer, last week they were saying, I don't know if anybody called and said this. Yeah, look at little Uzi Vert. He was talking He was talking to Ice Spice and JT through a phone in his head. That was the talk last week, right?
Yes.
Now this week, Kiki Palmer, she gets up and goes on, dances with Usher. She gets up on there looking crazy like a groupie. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these females now are saying, oh, what's you niggas' problems? What was y'all bitches' problems last week when little Uzi Vert was talking to Ice Spice? What was the problem? Star, what was the problem there, bro? I want everybody, y'all don't gotta like me, y'all don't gotta respect me. I just want y'all good brothers out there in all 49 states internationally. Pay attention to what these women are doing. Last week, it was little Uzi was in the wrong because he tried to talk to Ice Spice. Now this week, allegedly, Kiki Palmer, a mother who should be at home. Hey, relax. Look. He can hear you in the background. He can hear you in the background.
Wait a minute, Lansky. Wait a minute. So now, I hear you talking. That boss talk. But who's in the background already disagreeing with you?
My shorty.
Okay. How old is she?
Shorty now.
How old is she?
She's in the back.
How old is she?
30, 31, 32.
Okay.
32. She agrees with Kiki Palmer. I could put her on the phone after I'm done talking. She can say what she wants to say.
I'm asking you because when you said stay at home, she said stay at home. Is your shorty getting?
Yeah, you heard that?
Is your shorty getting Skrilla? What? Respectfully, is she getting that Skrilla?
Yeah, she's getting Skrilla. She's in the healthcare field, so she's getting Skrilla. She's getting Skrilla, but she's on that bullshit. Like she's on that.
Is she paying you, Lansky?
23.
Lansky,
Mm-hmm.
is she paying you?
Yes, sir. No, she's not.
Why is she?
She hasn't paid me at all.
Why is she your lady? Respectfully. Why is she your lady? Respectfully.
She uplifts me. She keeps me motivated.
Tell us how.
She lets a nigga know.
Tell us.
The 9 to 5 isn't going to be the only route.
Lansky, tell us how she motivates you. I'm curious.
I just told you, she motivates me by giving me words of inspiration. She keeps me pushing. Like, you're not gonna be, working that 9 to 5 forever. She just uplifts me, man. But I don't want to talk about me and the shorty real quick. I want to talk about Kiki Palmer. like I want to talk about.
No. I want you to put us on a speakerphone, Lansky. I want to let's talk. Let's talk.
And I can hear you.
Put us. Hey, sugar.
Hi.
Hey, sugar. What's cracking?
Hi. Hey.
Is that man?
Hello.
Is that man the apple of your eye, Lansky? El Honcho?
He is.
Yes. Okay.
And
come on.
it's new. It's a new thing, but we're gonna see where it goes.
Is he what you've been looking for?
I haven't been looking. I'm a woman.
What? Yeah.
I'm a woman, and I don't feel like I should necessarily be looking. I should be found. So, did he find me? Did he come and get me? Maybe. I do see it that way in a sense. But
can I ask, how old are you?
We're not talking about that. We're talking about...
Don't talk to Boss Hog like that.
Don't
relax.
Him like that.
Relax. We're having a good conversation. Can I ask, how old are you, young lady? I'm as old as dust. I'm old. How old are you?
I'm 32.
Tender thighs, yes? Tender thighs.
Tender.
Are you with child?
No, I don't have any kids yet.
No kids, Star. No kids. We don't date bitches with kids.
What?
Lansky, you don't have to use the B word just yet. She's not cursing. Relax. Okay, so you're
right. He's so aggressive tonight.
Tender thighs. You have no callus on the bottom of your feet yet, correct?
Callus?
I said
I mean, I do go get my feet done. They look crazy right now, but
okay.
Yeah, they be doing what they got to do at the nail salon.
Okay. So is Lansky a boss in your opinion? Is he a boss? Because you're young, you have no children. You're looking for a boss, I would imagine, yes? Or are you looking for someone to meet you halfway? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for somebody to be fucking for real. Life is no joke. We could be here today, not tomorrow.
Watch boss. It's algorithm. We can't curse on him.
Oh, you can't curse.
No, you're okay.
Sorry.
You're okay. So can you just a little bit more of the conversation here? So what do you mean be for real? Just give me a definition of for real. What does that mean, for real?
I mean, like, don't talk about stuff, just do it. Like, actively be ambitious and work on goals that is going to be long-term in the future, stuff like that. So kids is a thing, yeah, but not everybody ready for kids, so you can't push that on people. Yeah.
You're from the New York Tri-State area?
Yes, sir.
Are you trying?
I'm promoting myself, so if you don't want to have children, maybe somebody on the line with that.
Yeah, listen, you trying to come up? You trying to come up? So now here's the real question.
Yes.
Are you?
I'm a nurse.
Okay.
I'm a nurse.
Are you trying to move down to
and
the?
No, I do not pay him. He is not on my pay.
Hang on.
Okay.
Are you trying to move down to the ATL to really turn up? It's lit down there.
I've been there before. I don't think it's really that turned up more than New York, though.
So you're not stressing the ATL at this point in time.
I could go anywhere. My job could go anywhere. I'm a nurse, so
Okay.
it's about the longevity of it.
Are you a RN, a registered nurse, or are you like shadowing other nurses? There was a difference.
No, I'm a nurse. I'm a licensed practical nurse.
There you go. Okay. All right, listen, good to talk to you. You know, Lansky's a good guy. I just wanted to, feel him out a little bit. But
Is he?
He's a good guy. Yeah. He's a good guy.
Why would you ask my nigga if I'm a good guy? Why you asking him?
Maybe he could tell me the truth. Maybe he knows a little bit more. Like maybe you're temperamental.
He's a good guy.
Maybe
but just don't push his buttons. Just don't push his buttons because he's had.
What does his buttons look like though?
Well,
How would he know?
That's your friend. He pushed them before, I'm sure.
With friends and nobody.
No, I've never pushed his buttons, but I'm just saying I've seen other females push his buttons, and just he snaps. But just hey, never mind that. Great to talk to you. Great to talk to you. Okay.
Thank you for that bit of information.
Thank you.
All right, Lansky.
Salute to the show.
Take care. Take care, Lansky. Okay.
You be quiet.
All right. Salute.
Yeah.
Salute.
Boss Hog,
Yes, sir. Okay, man. Okay, thank you, Lansky. Okay. Okay, he's got himself a nurse. Good for Lansky, huh? Late night show, folks. Pocketwatcher.net. That is JT, guys. There's a new banner in my community section. I'm going to put that in a live chat right now as well. Give me a second. I'm sipping some Josh wine. Okay. M. Clark, I responded to your email. Are you a lawyer? If you need a lawyer with regards to traffic issues, I can't help you, sir. But thank you for your donation, okay? Hold on a second. Okay. Pay dues. Yeah, thank you for your support. Pay dues. Yeah, I didn't want to tell anybody until I actually got here, Because, I don't answer to a bitch. I get up, I go, and I had to push myself to get out of the house. I was doing too much. I said, let me get out of Georgia. Enough is enough. Okay. Computer Geek got you donation. Polight going to jail. Run, nigga, run. Well, September the 6th, he's supposed to surrender his passport. That's for sure. Joel Anthony, did I say that right? I have had this with the deceased that I work with. The mental telepathy, is that what you're referring to? Okay. Who am I to say you haven't, if that's what you're referring to? I do believe in the exchange of energy. I most certainly do. And that's why I have spoken in the past about mental telepathy. There's sometimes when we, if that's what you're speaking about, Joel, from seeing your name, right? Sometimes we can see someone or we can exchange vibrations, energy. Waves and understand each other. Thank you for your donation. Okay. Lucifer got your donation star. Get these fake ass pedos. What? Okay, I'm not sure where you're going. Okay, 100 star. Get these fake and pedos traveling. Thank you for your donation, sir. If I read that right. Marvin, I got your donation star. How can get on your research team? Send an email. There's a lot of different things, man, that we do from time to time. Skylar Saunders, are you out there, sir? Do you want to tap in? Skylar Saunders. Check him out on YouTube. Area code 314. Good evening. Late night 314. Good evening. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Stars. Pocket watching with JT.
Hey, man. Good to hear from you. Salute, salute, salute.
Yes, sir, man. I've been busy, but I've been catching the shows, man.
Thank you, man.
Shout out to you. Shout out to the chat.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to call in real quick and talk about this Brother Polight thing. Just real quick, right?
Well, no, I want you to take your time. Let's talk about Brother Polight, but at the same time, remind me, because we put up one of your new free consultation banners in the community section. You have the floor, sir. Please, go ahead, JT.
Yes, sir. So, free consultation. So just to let everyone know, I am a certified financial planner. I work with clients in tax and wealth planning. If you got issues with tax, need help with the IRS, maybe there's some sort of back tax issue,
right,
or you just straight up don't have a financial plan, no retirement plan, you live in paycheck to paycheck, click the link, book a free consultation, and we can have a conversation, all right?
Nice.
But back to the main topic,
Yes.
Brother Polight.
Yeah.
Here's my issue. For decades, Brother Polight has been known. He has had an identity related to being a financial predator. There's been many people, there's a long line of people who have claimed that they were a financial victim of Brother Polight.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as it was financial, people were still rocking with him.
Mm-hmm.
He was able to go on huge platforms, Breakfast Club, Vlad TV, Hollywood Unlocked, hanging out with celebrities. As long as it wasn't them, the person who got for their money, it's okay to hang out with them. Now when the allegations and the stories, DNA test comes out that he's not just a financial predator, he's a child predator. Now everybody...
We have to say allegedly.
Rightfully so.
We have to say allegedly. He has not been convicted. Go ahead.
Allegedly, right?
Yeah.
Right, allegedly. Rightfully so. They want to back up because that is something that obviously the community wants to back up from. But the issue is, if he's been known as a financial predator, that allegedly a lot of people claiming that they got for money,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it makes me believe that a lot of people in the culture, it's okay to be cool with someone who has a jacket on them for being a scammer as long as they didn't get you for money. And the fact that he's a follower of Malachi Z. York, and we know that he's in jail
Dr.
for,
York.
he got over
Yeah.
100 years
Yeah.
for the same thing. And Brother Polight is on record saying that he didn't care if he had verifiable proof
Right.
that Malachi Z. York, was a predator to 1,000 kids.
Right.
He would still follow the man and view the man as his own personal savior. Well, it's not a surprise
Right.
that you would hear allegations like this.
Yeah.
So as a community, we have to bring back the concept of if he's doing someone else dirty, then there's a possibility he might do me dirty. We can't go along to get along thinking that we're going to get a little bit of shine. And then how can a man like Brother Polight, how can he be an expert in everything? This brother was selling courses in everything. He was an expert in the stock market, an expert in real estate, an expert in the crypto market. No one can be an expert in all those fields. It's a hustle, and obviously his hustle got him to where he is now, but we could have cut him off earlier if we had higher standards for the people we consider leaders in the so-called black community.
If I can jump in and present a theory, it's just a theory as to why, let's say urban communities or, quote unquote, black people, why they tend to support and gravitate towards black flim-flammers. And I don't know if Brother Polight's a flim-flammer, so let me not just say that, directed towards him. Black people are very forgiving. For the most part, kind-hearted, good-natured people. Connected to the sun more so than Caucasians. very emotionally charged. I'll even use the word spiritually connected. And I'm an atheist, proud non-believer. And they tend to become targets, marks, victims, if you will. I think that may be a reason that they are too forgiving, too understanding, and too compassionate. It's just a theory. What do you think about that?
Well, your theory has a lot to do with reality. Okay. All right. So in my industry, we try to teach clients about what's referred to as affinity fraud.
Right.
Affinity fraud is when there is a grifter who's a part of your community, right? And the reason why affinity fraud is so effective is because when someone is in your community, you lower your standards for their professionalism. If they're in your community, then you won't put them through the same strict criteria to make sure that they're on the up and up, because this is my brother. This is my so-and-so.
Bingo.
He's in my community.
Bingo.
He won't do me dirty.
Bingo.
And it leaves you open as a target.
If I can also say this, having worked in the music industry, the entertainment field for decades, and having learned, for the most part, by trial and error, I've seen rappers, singers, producers, musicians get burned by trying to help other people come up, taking a chance to put someone on, and that person or persons taking advantage of them, having legal issues, and then blaming the person who put them on, blaming the manager, claiming, the record company, they was doing something funny with the money. No, someone gave you a shot. You took advantage, and now you are emotionally charged. Do Caucasians go through that sort of thing? Yes, but not to the same extent where it then turns violent. I would never, I haven't in decades, I would never try to help a rapper or a singer or an entertainer for a percentage or a cut. I'll give you a recommendation. I'll point you in the right direction, and that's it. No, I don't want anything because I don't want the headache. What do you think of that?
Listen, you're taking the hands-off approach, and you're losing a lot of money doing it, but you're saving yourself a whole lot of headache.
Right.
When people fumble the bag, right? And the reason why people fumble the bag is because they haven't properly trained. Right? You throw a kid into a game who hasn't been to the practices, he's most likely not going to catch the Hail Mary pass.
Right.
It's the same thing financially. It's what we refer to as the sudden wealth effect. You give someone with no financial literacy a bag, they will absolutely blow it. And when they blow it, they're not going to look at their own bad financial habits. They're going to look at the team around them and say, you should have stopped me from overindulging in my own personal vices.
Bingo.
So, you have to look at people for who they are and do the best you can to not enable them, but also not put yourself in a trick bag where they're going to use you as a scapegoat.
And on that note, let me say you've got a hell of a job because, correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of people come to you after they've crashed and burned, or they've lost a lot, or somebody has done them dirty. And then how hard is it for you to get them back on course? How hard is that?
Listen, I've dedicated years of my life as being a financial cleanup man.
Okay.
I got to come in after a person tried to finesse the IRS, or they tried to do this and that, and they owe the IRS hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
I've got to come up and clean up a mess when a person is 40 plus years old and they have absolutely no money for retirement and they don't want to greet people at Walmart. So yes, it's hard, but I've been doing it for nearly 10 years now, specifically helping clean up people's financial messes. So it's not the easiest thing, but that's why I get paid the money I get paid.
Yeah. Last thing, I'm not sure. Is it Gavin Newsom, Governor Newsom, who was talking about getting rid of the IRS? Some candidate right now.
Oh, that was the governor out of Florida, DeSantis.
DeSantis. If he tries that, they'll kill him.
Yeah, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. That's like when Donald Trump came in. Donald Trump said that he was gonna turn the tax return into a postcard. It was gonna be so small, it would be a postcard, and we see that didn't happen.
I don't wish that upon him, but if you try and get rid of the IRS, they'll have you killed. Because well, I don't know about now. There used to be a reality that there was no written laws that you had to pay the IRS. Yes, no? Do you remember that?
Well, okay. There's a lot of myth busting here.
Okay, come on.
When the country was first founded, there was no income tax.
Right.
Okay. There was different types of tax. There was no income tax.
Yeah.
But eventually, with the 16th Amendment, there was the income tax that came in.
Okay.
So it gets confusing because I know people, they watch a lot of conspiracy theories, but there is a law for income tax. Where they get confused is in the law, it talks about it being voluntary. But voluntary doesn't mean you have an option to do it or not. Voluntary means the IRS allows you an opportunity to prepare your own tax return. They don't just automatically say what you owe.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I pay my taxes. I file my taxes. But I remember people decades ago suing the government over the IRS, saying there's no law saying I have to pay the IRS. So anyway, thank you for clearing that up, man. Guys, on the screen, www.pocketwatcher.net. I'm speaking to JT. And in my community section is a link to get a free consultation with this man. Hey, man, I appreciate you tapping in on a late Friday night, early Saturday. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. Let me just make sure I didn't miss any cash apps, super chats. Okay. Big Ike got your donation. Thank you so much. Thank you again to Ruga Ronnie. She sent in a really nice donation, and she sent me a text saying that she sent in the correct amount. We're going to have another conversation maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm doing a show tomorrow, but with regards to Kiki Palmer, that whole relationship thing. We had a good discussion about that. Or maybe we won't just make it about Kiki Palmer, but should men have the right to criticize their women's attire? If we produce a life together, if we are, headed down the road of becoming one, why am I now wrong for saying, you need to represent us when you're out in the public? Newt, I got your donation. FBJ in the background of Lansky. Oh, okay. FBJ in the background of Lansky's call says it all. Hold on a second. Is that FBJ? Area code 904. You're my last caller. 904, you there? 904.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Hey, good evening. Who's this? You're my last caller.
Yes, this is Dave out of Florida, Mr. Starr.
How are you, sir?
I just want to say, Brother JT has some really good information there. I got to definitely give him credit on that. Very knowledgeable gentleman. And I will be hitting him up for some services as well.
Great.
Now, the thing is, as far as Polight, I know people keep saying that he wasn't in court today, but from my understanding, I believe that's why, he pays so much money for a lawyer, so that if he can't attend, the lawyer will represent him so that there won't be a warrant issued for his arrest. The other thing is, I think that was a power move that the lawyer did, as far as putting a pause on the Zoom. That kind of gives you the impression that Polight is pulling some more strings than we actually give him credit for.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
The thing is, I don't think he's going to go on the run. I think he's going to stay and face the Piper.
Okay.
The thing is, I don't know if you said it or if someone else said it. The judge in the case, she did say, "Are you guys going to meet me downstairs?" And basically, it was like, "Hey, whatever works for you guys."
I heard that part.
So it sounds, yeah, it sounds like allegedly that they, maybe something might be going on behind the scenes that we actually don't know of. So there's just
if I can jump in and say this, sir, I have no firsthand knowledge, but last week I speculated that Brother Polight may be working with the authorities to include others and to alleviate some of his sentence or convictions. What do you think of that?
Listen, it won't be the first time.
Yeah.
People have been doing it from the beginning of time.
Yeah.
And the thing is, what is special about Polight is that he is in a circle of people that the average person isn't in. You see?
Yeah.
He is in entertainment. He's in sports. He's in politics. He's in places that a lot of people can't get into.
I agree.
And he's accepted.
I agree.
He's accepted. So he would be the perfect conduit, the perfect portal to get that information resourced out to whoever needs to get that information. So, I mean, listen, it's not far-fetched. And another thing I want to say to you, Star, a lot of people do not give you the credit that you deserve.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You are a genius. I listen to you. I hear your perspectives. I hear your comebacks. People do not give you the credit that you deserve. I really, really, truly mean that. You're an absolute genius.
I thank you. I thank you. But I think when I'm dead and gone, because death is the inevitable, I think my work will be appreciated more. Not that I'll be around to to see it, but I do find comfort in the efforts that I put forth, and I thank you for your call.